Jumping up and down jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
2nd down following the run. Breeze now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff? And
the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Jordan Hill coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and long for Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
21.
On 2nd down, Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Joe McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Mike 50.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Bucks now. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. A nice little juke. Oh, and now he bowls him over. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, from the safety of our booth, I think it's okay after that run that I call him still the name that maybe he's not too crazy about, the muscle hamster.
Yeah, his teammates at Boise State called him that. He doesn't like that, though.
He hates that name.
He told us he prefers, and he told the world he prefers Juggernaut.
It's always tough when you come up with your own nickname.
It doesn't stick.
I hope it works for him, but I have my doubt.
We're going muscle hamster here in the booth. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Winston now. And he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Cameron Jordan. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucks up on 3rd and long.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Breeze finding Snead there for a safe 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st down, Breeze. And that'll be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Easy. We got 3.
On the counter, here's Kamara. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you were probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Here's Breeze to throw. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Robert Ayers in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Reminder later tonight, a good one down in Miami. It'll be the Raiders and the Dolphins. A lot of playoff history between those two in the 70s.
Yeah, there sure is.
And then tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 9, the unofficial halfway point of the season with the Lions and Packers from Lambeau. Jameis now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down, Winston. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, and hit them over the top.
From the gun, Winston. Gets it to the rookie from Penn State. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Winston with a give to Martin. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. To throw, Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. They'll run, Martin. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Winston. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and goal. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Doug Martin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. shotgun now for Breeze. A strong running. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Noah Spence in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Gerald McCoy in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. So a minute 51 to go in this first half of play. We're back to New Orleans after this. A first down throw for Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Bucks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now Winston. And that will be incomplete as well. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Levante David coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Now Thomas will come in motion right. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Breeze to throw on second down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that takes us from second to third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Breeze. Looking for Gannon. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now Jameis on second down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Winston now to throw on first down. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Evans has it left side. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And a 10th carry here for Martin. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for a loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, They've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucks have taken the lead. Now Folk for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
Left side and caught by Fleener. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The Saints on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
On the ground, this is Kamara. They'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now Kamara. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On play action. Now Breeze. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. Breeze finding Fleener for New Orleans first. On the ground, Kamara. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Bree's going to throw. And this one's incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. Third down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Saints on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And the Bucks with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least 2. And most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for loss.
Ready.
The play clock's running down. It's Troymaine Pope, the former Jacksonville State Gamecock. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Now a run with Martin. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Winston. Over the middle complete. That's Howard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards through the air and a first down. A toss play. This is Martin. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 2nd down following the run. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Alex Anzalone coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucks up on 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Jameis now on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Throwing, Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The Bucks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Martin. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball. And
will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Running with Kamara. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Shift together here from the D-line. Winston now after the fumble recovery. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On 1st down, Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
Here's Breeze. And Genn's got it. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Robert Ayers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Ready. 95, 56, 95, kill. Check. Watch 54, over. Kill.
On second down, here's Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Saints on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be a tough third and 18.
Ready. 53.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Winston now to throw on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. 2nd down following the incompletion. From the gun, Winston. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucks up on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Keith Tandy. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Bucks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Buccaneers, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Saints,